Hello guys, it's Jordan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Trade, and I haven't muted the TV because I'm stupid. Watching James Bond. Anyway, I'm here with other Jordan.
Hello, Jordan Kennedy over here. A modern philosopher here today, showing you my Dino macro rabbit deck profile. It's pretty standard, but I run it sort of slightly different to most people would say. I don't think it's a dead deck. I think, if you run the right sort of traps and you know how to play the deck, it's still very much live, and I think it still very much works. So yeah, I'm just going to get right into it because I don't want the video to go on for too long.
Start off with the monsters and then we'll go on to suppose.
So obviously you have the obligatory 2 rescue rabbit.
2 little bunnies.
Having these at 3 definitely does limit. Having these at 2 definitely does limit. Your choices, because when it was at 3, it was so much more lenient, and that is the same for the tour guides. But you need to run the tour guide. There's no question about it. So many different plays. I mean,
yeah.
Go Levier, go back into your rabbit play. So many different things. You can go Zen main, just protective, offensive. I think a lot of decks can run that.
And look at the lovely mat. That's nice.
Yeah, the new BLS mat. This was on eBay of a guy called Roll J, who sells loads of these stuff, all custom from America. They all work out to be about 20-25 quid. So yeah, if you need any mats, go there. I might put a link in the description if I can find it. So we had 2 TK Ryo. TK Ryo is one of my favourite anti-meta cards. I don't side it, I main it, because to be honest, there's no point siding it, because I'm just going to always use it, because I'm going to summon it first turn if it's the only card I have that is liable to summon. Viable, not liable. And it can negate the special summon, it stops any adding to hand, it's just brilliant. So obviously the triple vanillas we have for the rabbit, those would be Cabazals. I still need to get those. I should have those in the next week or so. They're good little beat sticks, and also good because they're the vanillas for rabbit.
There's such.
Yep. And we have the 2 Guiba. I don't run 3. I think 3's a bit overkill because you'll end up drawing loads of them, and obviously you need sort of a turn for him to go off if you can summon an attack if you're going first or whatever. And you need to run Lance to use him to get over stuff, and then go main phase 2 Lagia or Dolkia.
Dolkia.
Dolka. It depends on what the situation calls for. So we have 1 Grand Mole. Grand Mole, this card is amazing. I tell people how good this card is. People don't realise how good this card is.
I do. I hate it.
Xyz, summons, synchros. I mean, obviously it doesn't work when you set it, but if you summon it and they can't pop this, then they're going to have trouble in their hands. Same with Night Assailant. Night Assailant is great. It's really good in the mirror match.
Pops everything.
If they go Dolka, they go Dolka. But if they go Lagia can't negate this, so you just set this, flip it, and then boom. Or there's been times where I summon Tour Guide, they value the Tour Guide, I'll have this set, I'll flip this up, pop a monster, and then overlay, go into Zen mains, or whatever I need. Then the hand traps is 2 Effect Veiler,
which I need 2 of,
and 1 Gauze. I don't main Maxis because I haven't got the room, but
I got a question for you. How comes you don't run Trag or instead of Gauze or anything?
Trag mainly because I'm always going to be using my hand. I'm going to have most cards to be set, and most monsters are going to be summoned. There's not many cards that I'll be keeping in my hand, so Treg is a bit it's a bit loose. I don't really like it too much. And Gauze is just, it's good. It beats bad players who overextend, and I just prefer Gauze on the whole. I think Trag's better for light sworn stuff and all that.
Fair enough.
Onto the spells, we have 2 Forbidden Lance and 2 Forbidden Chalice. I was thinking about running Dress. I still may take in a Dress instead of a Chalice. The reason I run Chalice is like an extra 2 Effect Veiler, but it's just useful, especially if you've got a monster you don't really need the effect of, and you just need that tiny bit of attack to get over something. Chalice is there, and Lance is doesn't even need an explanation. Then we have Mind Control and Book of Moon. Book of Moon is still a great card. Many combos with this. You can flip Night Assailant back down and repop stuff. You can do loads of stuff with this, so that's great. And Mind Control, just with Xyz nowadays, Mind Control is the best card in the game. Especially when I've got so many level 4s, I can just overlay, go into something. And then we have 2 compulsory MSTs. 3's too much. You don't really need 3. In a sense, Lance is technically another MST. Then we have Heavy Storm and Dark Hole. I don't run Reborn because I run double macro, and I don't run what the hell is that card?
I don't know which one you're on about, so.
Oh, I'm trying to think. I don't run 3 lance, sorry, because it's just it's not useful enough. So then we have the traps, 2 macro. This hurts so many decks, and it doesn't touch your deck at all, so it's really useful. This deck dodges things like Crimson Blader and Ophion, so it's useful as well. And then we have 2 Fiendish Chain. I run a lot of traps. This is just to get over anything that's in the way. You know, effect negation is just another Veiler, or as you'd say, Chalice. 1 Dark Bribe, just because really Heavy Storm can kill my traps if I don't have Starlight, and Dark Bribe is just another addition that stops things at the mere cost of 1 draw for my opponent. 2 Compulse. 2 Compulse is brilliant. Compulse just gets rid of anything that you don't want. It can also save your monsters if you don't want them to get destroyed. 2 Deprison. Don't need to explain that. Solemn Brigade. And
Custom Solemn.
Yeah, the little custom Solemn there. Then 2 Bottomless, 1 Mirror Force, and a Torrential. So yeah, that's 45 deck count, 16 traps. I believe there's 18 monsters. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, you'll be able to count that, I suppose, if you're really that bothered.
Extra deck.
Onto the extra deck. Not quite complete. Still need things like an Acid Golem and Photon Papilloperative, Butterfly Assassin. But we have 2 Dolka. I'd never really use 2, but you always keep a second one in there because you never know when you're going to need it. You might just tour guide into Leviair and get this out, and it might work for you. So yeah, 2 Lagiar. Don't need to explain that. That card is just the Solemn of the deck. 1 Leviair, 1 Leviathan, getting over things. 1 Black Ship. Technically not legal here at the moment, but
it may be. So.
And I couldn't not put it in my deck. Like
it's too amazing.
It's a beautiful card, and its effect is just ridiculous. 1 Shockmaster and 1 Heraldry Crest. I tell people about how good this card is. Look at those 2. Look at the resemblance in those 2. Do you not see the? You know, they're like brothers.
I do actually know.
It just gets over any Xyz monster.
And they're both number cards, which is pretty cool.
It's just a beat stick. You know, there's nothing this card. Xyz monsters negate them all, and then if they have a Draco Sack on board, you negate it all, and they've got a Big Eye, and then you can just use Big Eye's effect. You can steal Big Eye's effect to steal Big Eye to steal Draco Sack. You know, there's just silly things like that, and Shockmaster is just viable because
it's amazing.
It is a game-winning card. We have Utopia. I don't run Utopia Ray just because I don't really think it's really that needed, but Utopia is very useful. I don't really like it that much, but you know, it can be helpful in a sticky situation when you might just top deck a rabbit when they've got a lot of monsters and you can just negate the attacks off. 1 Maystroke, a 2nd Book of Moon, and 1 Djinn, which is great. These 2 do actually work quite well together as well.
Love 10
Tempo. Tempo. 1 Gemlight Pearl.
Go Rothion.
1 Zermaines.
Be an arsehole.
And then the Stardust for the
Stoppage
Starlight
of
Rope.
everything.
And there's the Ghost Token.
Sexy Ghost Token.
So yeah, that's the Dino Rabbit deck 2013, or whatever you'd call it, Macro Rabbit. I don't know what you'd want to call it, but yeah. So hook us up on this channel, Yu-Gi UK Traders, and my name is A Modern Philosopher, which I shall tag in the video. And go and check out my videos. I've got more deck profiles and openings, all that sort of malarkey. So yeah, thanks for watching and have a good day. Modern Philosopher and Yu-Gi UK Traders signing out.
Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Bye guys.